What's going on, people? You know it's your boy, Mr. Controversy, here on my NBA journal. And of course, today, I got to bring the flavor. I'm talking about James Harden. I have to do a public apology for him, have one for him, and or to him, I should say. And I got to talk about the coach of the year so far, who I think is the coach of the year. Might surprise some people, it shouldn't. And of course, I got to talk about a topic of what's going on this season with the NBA period. So let me start. First of all, I definitely apologize to James Harden. On my last NBA journey, you can check that out. I talked about Russell Westbrook, and this was even before his, I think, fourth triple double he recorded in a row. So, but I was talking about how crazy he has been this season. And earlier in the season, I think I went on my Facebook page and I stated this is like maybe a month in the season, like I think either right before he got messed up his hand, right before he messed up his hand when he was out the first time. I stated that Westbrook might get the MVP. I think he's going to get the MVP if he keeps it up. And I would have been right if Oklahoma City was like maybe fourth seed right now. But the reason why I'm apologizing to James Harden is because James Harden right now, he deserves the MVP. I mean, his numbers speak for themselves. What, 27 points per game, 7 assists a game, and 5.8 rebounds, basically 6 rebounds a game. I mean, he's doing it all. No Dwight Howard. He's leading that team. It's his team. He's showing what he can do. And then you see him come up in big games, like the game against LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers. It was at one point where he was guarding LeBron and took him one-on-one. And we always say he can't play defense. He's not known for defense. But to be honest, folks, he's stepping it up this year. Stepped in, took a charge on LeBron, made LeBron shoot a bad shot. I mean, then on the offensive end, didn't get intimidated by LeBron's size. LeBron wanted to guard him like he usually do in the fourth quarter, and he guarded the best player, which was James Harden. And at first, Harden seemed a little intimidated at first, but what I liked about what Harden did was he decided, okay, you're going to put me on there instead of trying to take you one-on-one, I'll pass the ball. And he started making the right passes, and it got them points. But then when it was time to go one-on-one, he crossed LeBron over maybe 2 or 3 times, and made him look silly. So, I mean, he's doing everything. Like I said, rebounding, passing the ball, and scoring. I mean, his impact on that team is crazy. It's unbelievable what he's doing. It's funny because on my Google community page, the three-point conversion community, I talked about on Google Plus. I talked about I posted a question. I even did it on Facebook. I said, knowing what we know now, who would you take to lead your team? Would it be Westbrook, or who would you take to be the leader of your team as far as the number one guy? As far as start your own team, would it be Westbrook, Harden, or Durant? I think it's a fair question. Most people go with Durant because they think about he won the MVP, but like I said, Harden is going to win the MVP probably. And Westbrook should win the MVP, or he should be up there, number 1, number 2. So I think it's a legit question, but big ups to Harden. I got to give it to you, bro. Now, let's talk about the coach of the year. With the Atlanta Hawks doing what they're doing, man, it's so easy. It just seemed like, of course, Coach Bud Budenholzer. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. I call him Coach Bud. But Coach Bud, he should win the Coach of the Year by far, no question. But I beg to differ. You have to look at Jason Kidd. I mean, who would have thought after that debacle in Brooklyn, and then the way he left Brooklyn? I mean, unless you were a Milwaukee Bucks fan or you just a diehard Jason Kidd fan, you kind of hoped I ain't going to say did bad, but you weren't rooting for him, put it like that. Because the way he left and how he did things in Brooklyn 1 year and he's gone. And it's like, come on, man. You had all those superstars on that team. Yeah, they were getting old, but you didn't do that well. Now he moves to Milwaukee. Well, Milwaukee right now, I think they're 33-29. Would you say that's not that good? I mean, it's what, a few games over 500. But think about who he has. Okay, yeah, he drafted Jabari Parker, but he's out. He's been out since what, the second month of the season. So we had a Brandon Knight, which we all thought that Brandon Knight has a little game. You know, he's okay, but he elevated his game. Then you got players like the Freak Greek, Larry Sanders, who's been hurt, OJ Mayo. I mean, come on, man. Like, if you're not in Milwaukee, I wonder if anybody can name 7 players on that team without looking at the roster. Like, that's how horrible that team look on paper right now without Parker. And they're still the 6th seed and only a game and a half from being the 5th seed. Yes, you look at Atlanta Hawks. They have T. You know, they have Horford. They have 4 all-star players on their team. I mean, you know, they have some good players. Did I think they were going to be number 1 in the East and maybe number 1 in the NBA so far? No. I don't think anyone can say that. Even Atlanta Hawks fans, like, can't say that. Can't say that. But at the same time, Milwaukee, did you expect Milwaukee to be the 9th team in the East? No. No. Especially if they told you that Jabari Parker would go out. And he was only averaging like 12 points a game. But if they told you ahead of time Jabari Parker will miss 60 games of the season, the last 60 games of the season he won't be in, would you have said, you know what, I still think they might get in? No. So you have to get Jason Kidd big props. I mean, and I think he is the coach of the year. Although Coach Bud deserves to get it. I mean, you can't say he doesn't. I mean, look what he's doing. But again, I think I probably would say Atlanta Hawks, even though didn't think they would be number 1 at all. They had a better chance of being number 1 than Milwaukee being over the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference. In the Eastern Conference as a whole. I didn't see that. So I have to give Jason Kidd big props, man. I think he should get Coach of the Year. Now, I have to, you know me, I have to be controversial. That's my name, Mr. Controversy. So, and I don't really think it's controversial. I think it's the truth. Want to talk about today's NBA. First of all, it's been a great season, a wonderful season. This is probably the first season in a while that's got me excited, you know, without just talking about my Chicago Bulls, but just about the NBA season. It's been great play. It's funny how a lot of stars been hurt and injured, but you've seen a lot of rising stars step up to the plate. And, man, it's been good. But I have to talk about this topic right here, or this period. I hate when you have 7-footers or 6'10", 6'11" guys. Someone's driving to the hole, and they come in, and the 6'11" defender comes in, or 6'10" defender comes in, and trying to take a charge. Stop it. Come on, man. You were given that height for a reason. You were picked to be on that team for a reason. Block shots. That's why I give big ups to DeAndre Jordan and Ibaka, you know, Noah, even Powell, players like that who try to block shots. If you get dunked on, you get dunked on. Hey, you look back in the 90s, 80s, you ain't got dunked on. I mean, at one point it was like initiation for you to be in the NBA. In order to be considered an NBA player, you had to dunk on Ewan. But Ewan blocked a lot of shots. 2. David Robinson, he got dunked on plenty of times. Hakeem got dunked on by Kevin Johnson. I mean, there's been a lot of players that have been dunked on. That's going to happen. Mourning contested every shot that came to the basket. Alonzo Mourning, every shot. He thought he could block every shot. But still, when you have players coming in today, 6'10", 6'11", some 7 feet, and you trying to take a charge off a point guard? Come on, man. What's going on? I'm tired of this. This is weak. This is weak. You know, if you don't block the shot, okay, they might dunk on you. But if you don't block, you might foul them, which is still cool. I mean, make them earn it at the stripes, you know? Make them earn it. I mean, I missed a hard foul. People say, oh, it should be technical fouls. We don't like that type of style, type of play in today's league, whatever. That's basketball. You play on a blacktop. You come in the hole, you getting fouled. I mean, and hey, that's what it was. But stop taking charges. I'm tired of that. That annoys me. It's not basketball. No. You know? Leave that to the little man. Be a man. Be a big man. And on that note, I gotta go. But hey, thanks for watching. Again, make sure you subscribe to the 3-Point Conversion YouTube page. You know, I don't only do the NBA Journal. I have my NFL Diary, but I also have a show called The 3-Point Conversion Presents Making the Cut. And that's where we go to barbershops, different barbershops, and we debate about sports, have a panel of 3. And follow me on Facebook, the 3-Point Conversion Facebook page, and Google+, the 3-Point Conversion community page. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next week. I'm out.